In this video, I will talk about the Klepcys Dice Lime Carbon, watch I've had the privilege of wearing over the last few days. However, before I begin to do so, let me tell you a bit about Cyrus. Founded in 2010, Cyrus Genevieve has gained an enviable reputation for making avant-garde timepieces packed with innovation. The firm is independently owned, affording it a degree of creative freedom that's sometimes lacking with some of the larger brands. One of the reasons for the firm's success is unquestionably Jean-François Mojon. This master watchmaker has made numerous movements, modules and complications. His company, Chronode, has worked not only for Cyrus, but Chapek, Harry Winston, Hermes, HYT, MB&F and several other firms. His inventive spirit, coupled with his vast experience of making fine watches and expressions of horlogerie, led to him being named the best independent master watchmaker at the GPHG Awards back in 2010. Most Cyrus watches feature a tonneau-shaped case. They are also fitted with an unusually shaped bezel. Indeed, the bezel is faceted and resembles a square with gently curving sides. Dials are often open-worked, and case bands often feature microblasted recesses that wonderfully contrast with neighbouring brushed and polished surfaces. Most notable of all, the watches incorporate two crowns, one positioned at 3 o'clock and a second at 9 o'clock. On the Klepcys Solar Tempo, the crown at 9 o'clock is purely decorative, whereas on the Klepcys GMT Palm Green, the crown at 9 o'clock is functional, advancing the hour hand in 1 hour increments. Cyrus has produced some very interesting watches over the years. Take the Klepcys Alarm. It features a single gong and hammer combination, similar in concept to a minute repeater. The result is a watch that chimes with a crisp, dulcet tone. Another feature is the Klepcys Vertical Tourbillon. The tourbillon cage, carrying the escapement and regulating organ, is positioned perpendicular to the main plate. The hours and minutes are indicated using two retrograde hands, while the power reserve is displayed using the sphere positioned at 12 o'clock. In 2021, Cyrus launched the Klepcys Dice Double Independent Chronograph Evolution. The watch features two chronograph movements housed in one case served by one barrel. This should not be confused with a rattrapante. Unlike a regular chronograph, a rattrapante has the capacity to time two connected events that start simultaneously but have a different duration. The differences between the two periods is termed a split, hence a rattrapante is sometimes called a split-seconds chronograph. It's a lovely complication. However, the dice is different. The mechanism is world first. It allows the wearer to time an event with one chronograph, such as a 100-meter sprint, while also being able to time a second, unrelated event, such as timing the boiling of an egg. Each chronograph is operated with a monopusher, one positioned at 3 o'clock and one positioned at 9 o'clock. Each pusher is able to start, stop and reset. The crown is rubber coated and features a coloured aluminium ring. The brand has matched the colour of this ring with the central chronograph's second hand, the hand on the 30-minute register, and also the column wheel shown front of house. You'll see that the watch features two different colours, each dedicated to a specific chronograph. The case measures 42mm in diameter and has a height of 16.5mm. It's not slim, but considering the complexity within the case, it seems modest. Since the inaugural model, Cyrus has released additional variants of the dice. New for 2023, the Klepcys Dice Lime Carbon is now available with a grade 5 titanium bracelet integrated into the case. Indeed, both the case and the bracelet are made of grade 5 titanium, not to be confused with grade 2 titanium, which is cheaper. Grade 5 titanium is an alloy that is hard and strong. The challenge with grade 5 titanium is it's very difficult to process. When components are made with this alloy using a CNC machine, the production costs involved exceed those for steel or gold. This is because grade 5 titanium wears out CNC tools more quickly. Milling speeds have to be reduced as excess speed can cause harm to the material, and it can actually even cause fires. Because the tools wear out more readily, the amount of downtime is increased, again heightening costs. However, grade 5 titanium is light, not liable to corrode, and hypoallergenic, benefits that justify the brand's extraordinary efforts. Another attribute of grade 5 titanium is that it can be polished to a resplendent gleam, something Cyrus has wonderfully exploited. For example, the bracelet features polished hexagonal links at the centre. Another highlight on this latest version of the dice is the bezel. Where it differs from previous versions of the dice is that it is not only formed of carbon fibre, but it features luminescent inclusions that emit a green glow. It may sound a small detail, but personally I love it. The hands feature white superluminova that emit a blue hue in dim light, hence the nocturnal glow from this watch is quite something. An exhibition case back affords sight to the self-winding movement within. Cyrus has taken a contemporary approach to the finishing. The main plates, yes there are two, are presented in a micro-beaded black PVD finish. The bridge is addressed in grey anthracite knack treatment and feature an embossed sunray pattern, and also hand-beveled edges. On this latest version of the dice, the movement is endowed with a variable inertia balance, whereas earlier versions had an index-regulated balance. This change proffers superior precision, and should the watch be subject to a shock, a variable inertia balance is less likely to need remedial regulation. I could talk more and more about this watch. There is so much to say. So, what do I think of the Klepcys Dice Lime Carbon? It's fabulous. It's an unusual complication that is highly useful. It's beautifully made, and the dial reveals lots of details. And lastly, it's comfortable to wear and simple to read. Would I recommend it? You betcha. Until next time, watch geeks, keep collecting.